Hi, everybody, and welcome back to Banter. As you can see, we're playing Crash Team Racing today. I'm joined, as always, by my brother and arguably my best friend. I say arguably because maybe two other people would like to dispute that with him. I'm blessed when it comes to friends and family. And we're going to continue what was unexpectedly interrupted on the last episode, which is just games that we recommend. Uh, Please add to if I forget, but we're not doing games to platinum or anything like that. It's just we like these games, so you should play them. Correct?
Hey, these are fun.
Hey, what do you know? Actual fun.
Yeah. Sorry, sniping while talking. Has the concentration. I'm gonna go with. It was gonna happen eventually, sooner or later, but I'm gonna go with the Final Fantasy now, and I'm gonna go with Final Fantasy X.
That's the one
Nine.
with Tidus, right?
Yep, that's the one on the PS2.
And Riku. Anyway,
This is the part where I go. You know that she was 16 or 15 in those games, right?
you know when I played it, I was a minor too, so it's okay.
Besides, based on the time frame of the game, she's now in her 30s or whatever, so it's okay. But no, 9 may be my favorite, but I would probably say if anybody was to ever start with Final Fantasy, 10 might be one of the better ones to start with. If you're not going to go for like current with the 7 remake.
If you want fairly retro, but not all the way to the Pixel
Yep.
series games.
Yep. Because it's still turn-based, though it's a different style of turn-based because it's it actually takes turns and not active turn-based like the older ones. But yeah, it's voice acted, so there are those people that don't like games that had no voice acting.
It's got the worst laugh ever recorded.
See,
You're like, dude, shut up.
No, this is where I would say the meme has ruined that scene, because if you actually watch the scene, the laugh makes a lot more sense. It's just people take it out of context and turn it into a joke.
Well, how else are we supposed to do it?
And that's not me going, oh, he's just butthurt. No. It is legitimately one of those. It's like, oh, if you actually watch it, it's like, oh, okay. There's actually a reason for that laugh that way.
Yeah, wasn't he like trying to like force joy or something?
Yeah, it was essentially just a character saying, when you're sad, just laugh. So it was him doing an over-the-top laugh. Yeah, no, action in that game was good. Once again, with Final Fantasy, music is fantastic. I mean, let's face it, that opening CG scene with the Blitzball tournament and the rock music, that's still one of the best openings for at least Final Fantasy, if not just a video game in general.
It holds up.
My bias says yes. And I'll flat out say it's bias on my side.
How dare you enjoy things you enjoy?
How dare I admit to liking things?
That's how they
I
get you,
won't
man.
lie, I mean, because it is. I don't want to say early voice acting, because I mean, even like PlayStation 1 did have voice acting, but I will say it does suffer from some of the issues of earlier voice acting, whereas the actors in English were trying to, in some cases, match the timing and mannerism of the Japanese dialect and voice actors. So I won't say it's cringy, but in some parts, it's like, why did they say that line extra quick or that way? And that's because they're trying to match up with the lip syncs and other stuff of Japanese. Because like with the current 7 remake, they're actually able to like, make the game twice, in one Japanese style, one American style for the voice acting. So
Yeah.
that's just something to keep in mind. If it seems to show its age, that's because, well, it is.
If the Godzilla effect of the mouth doesn't quite line up gets to you, this is why.
Yep. Because yeah, like
I
I've seen
remember it
some
had an
people.
actual fun progression tree for leveling too.
Oh yeah, the sphere, because there's no actual levels. It's just the sphere grid, which, depending on how people look at it, it's either very simple and easy, or it's very complex because you get to essentially customize your character before customization was really that big of a thing.
How am I in both camps on that? I thought it was easy and complex. I don't know.
Well, it's easy because it's literally just follow the line to level up, but it's complex because there's many lines to follow. Um, and yeah, I know, as with any video game, there's people that have differing opinions. I personally love the Blitzball minigame and tournament for the side game, yeah, for mini games and side content, and I know there are people that absolutely hated it. Um,
If you're gonna do a mini game, I thought it was kind of fun.
yeah,
Please note I said if you're going to.
yeah. I mean, other than the one story-based time you have to play it, it's completely optional. And I won't lie, there's a bit of a learning curve to doing it well, but the immature, I could say, well, I'm talking about Final Fantasy X, nice chess, so I could bring up Lulu.
She's over the age of 18.
Yeah.
To bring that back from.
To go back to Doki. I'm on my way. Give me a second. But yeah, I mean, and also, I mean, just I haven't said it yet. Just the story in general, the progression of the story. I mean, it's, again, I won't say it's the best, but I will say it's one of the best ones to start off with. And I, I would say overall, I'd give it like an 8.5 out of 10 to a 9. If I was to be perfectly
With or without the nostalgia goggles? Maybe half of each.
I would still put it, even without nostalgic. I was at an 8. I mean,
At an 8.
and I know we don't usually do rankings or anything like that or scores. It's just,
That's fine. We're talking about games to play. Ranking is gonna happen.
I will say though, that is definitely a game where I may have the platinum. I do not recommend playing for the platinum.
Very nice. Well, I would suggest what I'm about to say, but I can't because I don't know that it's possible to play it anymore outside of getting an old PC and bootlegging, pirating the software, and no one's going to do that. And the remake, let me clean up how my friend described the remake. It sucks crap through an Elvis twisty straw, is a much more polite way to say what he had said. And I don't disagree with him. So I'm just going to say if you happen to have an old computer from, your parents or whatever, or grandparents, and they happen to have the game installed, play Duke Nukem 3D.
Okay.
Don't play any of the modern ones, please. Don't do it.
I was wondering what this game could possibly be.
Now that I've said all that, really? That's it? I thought I found the way into this hidden bunker, but no. Now that I've said that, the game I am going to recommend, I have featured on the channel and I loved it, and it's Dredge. Go play Dredge, everybody. It is best described as cozy horror, although there's really not any horror. other than there are things out there that will attack your ship. But how is that different than any other game? But those people that made the game, Black Salt, Black Rock, I can't remember now. I'm sorry, guys, I failed you. Um, but they made a wholly unique, utterly engaging and captivating game that I cannot wait to play the sequel, whether it's a real sequel or a spiritual sequel. They done good. So you are a, well, I don't really want to say too much because I don't want to spoil anything. But you're a captain of a ship, and you wash up in a town, and they're like, "Hey, you're gonna work for us now because you owe us because we saved you." And you uncover a mystery and a story and all of that fun stuff. But you get to go and collect fish and unwrap this mystery, and to call it Cthulhu-esque is spot on and an oversimplification at the same time. Um, it's got a lovely art style, and I can't say enough good about it, even though right now I'm not saying very much because I'm trying to kill irradiated house moths. But 10 out of 10 recommend. That's not a 10 out of 10 rating, that's a 10 out of 10 recommend. Check it out, do yourself a favor, play it if you haven't, buy the DLCs, play the DLCs, love the DLCs. And we are not recommending based off of the platinum, but if you want to platinum it, it is a good one, especially if that's not your normal thing. The closest thing to collectibles is just catching every fish, and there's a checklist online for literally to the square meter of ocean where to go to get them, if that's what you need to do. I did that for 2, because I just didn't want to go look for them. But it's good, and again, it's kind of hard to talk about because I don't want to spoil it. Although if you watched my videos, it's been spoiled. But if you haven't, I don't want to ruin it for you. I'm dropping stuff on the floor over here. There we go. So there it is. Duke Nukem 3D, and if you can't do that on a 1996 computer with 1996 hardware, dredge. And even if you can, dredge.
For my next one, it's a franchise I greatly enjoy, and I have actually not yet brought up in any of our discussions.
Really?
Yep. However, one of the games is actually going to have a remake, remaster, whatever you want to call them, very soon. I want to say January or March of next year. And I'm hoping it's going to be just as fun, entertaining, and that they don't try and change and modernize too much. But that is Dynasty Warriors 3.
You just mentioned a franchise and didn't start at 1. I'm impressed.
Well, Dynasty Warriors 1 was actually a fighting game with swords and weapons, kind of like a, which one is that, Soul Calibur?
Mm-hmm.
And no one actually ever remembers it. And I never actually played 2, so I couldn't say that, but 3 was the first one I actually played and got me into the series, and like I said, it's getting a remaster. So I think that kind of also says that even they knew that was the right one to start with.
Yeah.
But, I mean, it's hack and slash. There's not much more to it other than just, swing a lot. But it was, I mean, they're fun games. They're mindless games. It's great for times that I was, angry with things. It's a great way to get rid of anger. And just all around enjoyable games. I mean, again, it's hack and slash. It's not complicated. It's not rocket science. It's put on the strongest weapon, go out there and kill everything in sight. And for those who like Yeah. And for those who like, power fantasies and stuff, what's a better power fantasy than killing thousands of people at once? Or not necessarily at once, but by yourself.
That's true.
I mean, yeah, don't have much to say on that one because again, there's a remake coming out, so I don't know how that one's going to be. But just yeah, the original on PS2, that was back in the day. That was one of the highlights of uh, hack and slash back in the day.
Lubu.
Yep. Do not pursue. Ooh.
That's what I bring to this discussion.
I won't lie. I will most likely get that remake, and I will do as much as I can to try and platinum that one. Part of me is looking forward to it, another part of me is not.
Still 180 million people.
Yep.
I could see, depending on which developer does it. You know,
Totally
like
Techno.
Capcom and Rockstar make you work for the platinums, right? Some developers just do it, but I could see someone being like, you must kill in hand-to-hand combat the entire population of China from back then. I could
The
see it.
For their basic hack and slashers, their worst trophies have just been beat every stage on the hardest difficulty. When they did Dynasty Warriors Origins, which kind of had some, I would say, Souls-like elements, but I'm sure other people, as I've learned, they argue how that goes. But it had a fight Lubu on the hardest difficulty without using any items and no continues. That
Ouch.
was a that was a very difficult and annoying 2 days. But yeah, I mean, I don't have much to say because, not to speak ill of them, there's not really much to say for hack and slashes, but
Yeah, well, that's true of
that's true for
about
shooters
everything.
and stuff. I mean, and I won't lie. I mean, it is a game based on his glamorized and not fully accurate history, but it did get me to read a lot of historical books based on that time period. So
It's educational, Mom.
yeah, for some people that could be an added benefit.
It's homeschool. All right, so my next one is probably the safest, most vanilla thing you could possibly do, and I apologize for that, but there's no way I can talk about games that you should play from being as old as I am, my generation, and not mention Super Mario 3, which is
Yes, it's got to be a Mario or Sonic.
oh, Sonic would be another good one, but I feel like just from quintessential, you need to play it. I think that whole generation of games, Super Mario 3 could be the best example of what 2D platform, older console can and should be. That was amazing. I don't know that I ever beat it legitimately. It's hard, but I enjoyed the crap out of it. And playing and goofing around and the costumes and yeah. There you go, folks. That's a non-PlayStation recommendation. And if I remember correctly, you could even play as like Peach and stuff, so you weren't just stuck with Mario. I might be misremembering that.
Just Luigi.
Just Luigi? Okay, so I was misremembering that.
Or I'm misremembering. I couldn't tell you.
I don't know.
It was years ago, and shock and legasp, I'm not a big Mario fan.
I want to be. And then I try them and I'm like, this is not as much fun as Super Mario 3. I'm done. Or they bounce between the modern ones bounce between um, so easy they're not fun and so hard they're not fun. Sometimes in the same game.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think everyone can get access to a Super Nintendo, and I I think they might have made enough Super Mario 3s to give every household in the world a copy. So they're not exactly rare.
Well, and then there was, I don't know if they still make them, but how many years ago was it that Nintendo came out with those old SNES collector consoles?
Yeah, and that's fine. I don't think the controller works as well. I'm dead. Personally, and I feel like the game is a little more slippy, to use a super technical term. Because I've
Well, if I
played them.
knew
I mean,
where you
they're
were, I'd say,
fine, but they're not quite right. And I don't know if that's me with nostalgia goggles or what. Maybe it's just because they made it with modern technology in mind.
so that's it, just for
Super
the old
Mario.
times sake, Mario 3.
Yep, that's it.
Not everything needs to be a 5,000 word report card.
Yep. Look, for the youngers out there that think that we're ancient, do yourself a favor, play that game. It will humble you and delight you, and you'll have a greater appreciation for what we have now. Because by no means am I saying that it is a perfect game, because it's not, but it is a lot of fun.
For me, my next pick, and I think for this video, possibly the last one. Uh, I know I've mentioned it before, but hey, I'm not following the same rules as you. And I'm going to go with Legend of Dragoon,
It's a good pick.
the PS1 classic that for me is top three, top five at least, if not top three
Of all time.
of all time. If not, I'll just say it is my in my top three gold standard PS1 RPGs
That's fair.
or JRPGs for those who say that. Yeah, who would like to
Want
narrow
to
down a
really
bit.
narrow it down?
Yep. I mean, for some of it, the plot is kind of basic. It doesn't break any new grounds or set anything apart from itself or others, but it's still entertaining. It's fun. The combat is, if I remember correctly,
Pretty
until like
tight.
Claire. Yeah, very tight. And I think until like Claire Obscura was pretty much, and I still need to play that one to properly compare, but
Yeah, I'm gonna
still the
need
only
you to
one.
hurry up and decide you want to buy that because I'm totally gonna borrow it.
Well, tell Black Friday to get here sooner.
Right?
Yeah, I mean, just the combat in that is, again, just unique and of its own kind that no one has really, to my knowledge, properly copied or tried to recreate. Uh, music's good. I would I would say the only negative about it, and again, it's not something I usually critique, is just, I mean, it is definitely an old PS1, so the graphics at time can be a bit, what am I looking at for some things?
Was that the ground or a mud puddle?
Yeah, I mean, like the drawn in backgrounds and stuff, those are still great. It's just some of the character models, like, okay, who's that?
Which one are you, vampire dog or demon dog?
I will say, though, it does have one of the best early game enemies of all time that you can encounter.
Is it God?
No, and like the first forest, one of the random encounters is pretty much a rooster, but it's called the wild cock.
Well, they win. Good night, everybody. Thank you for watching. Be
Yep,
sure to hit like
Animaniac.
on your way out, subscribe for more content, and me and the wild cock will be back next week with my brother to cock-a-doodle-doo. Anyway, yeah, I'm pretty sure it's 3 games. If it's 4, don't hate me. But Deponia is a point-and-click series with beautiful, hand-drawn, animated kind of art. And it represents most of what's best about the genre without getting bogged down. I said it in a video that I did on it, but you normally in these games, when 35% damage reduction. Yeah, let's equip that. Normally in a point and click game, you just go into it knowing that the puzzles are going to be stupid and they're not going to make any sense and you're going to have to look them up. But with this one, you can actually just skip the puzzles if you don't like it, which is a great quality of life thing. Now, we're not doing platinums, but if you're going to do the platinum, you can't skip it. You need to play them, but you know, we have the internet now. It's not hard. But it's about a dude named Rufus who's trying to get off of the planet of Deponia, which is being used and treated as a junk planet for the floating city of whatever, I don't remember. And bad series of happenstances happen, and an elite, a rich lady, a princess, I don't remember, falls off of the floating city and down to Deponia, and Rufus makes it his mission to fix the thing he broke. So you are introduced to that character whose name is Goal, like, you know, the objective or the thing you try to score in sports. And yeah, it's a great series, and it's one of the few games that consistently makes me laugh out loud. The humor in it is top notch. Just top notch. It really is. Alright, well, from both of us to you, thank you for watching. Look forward to your thoughts in the comments, and until next time, we'll see you later. Bye for now.